This is why you should never drink Dasani water again. Dasani is considered the worst water bottle on the entire planet. And I am about to tell you why. Dasani water has potassium chloride in it. This is the same chemical given the death row inmates during a lethal injection, and it causes cardiac arrest and death within minutes. If you don't believe me, you can just look at the back of any bottle of Dasani water, and you can see that potassium chloride is in it with a lot of other chemicals. It makes you think because water should just be water, and you don't need all these chemicals in it.
Scariest videos on the internet, part 8. Back in 1990, an old dusty camcorder was found abandoned in the Paris Catacombs. It shows the final moments of a man who got lost down there and never made it out alive.
These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also, he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs. So basically, he's filming what he's seeing very deep inside the catacombs.
So the video starts off with him calmly exploring, but over time he realizes he is lost and begins to panic and get scared. At one point, it seems like he's being chased by something.
His breathing gets louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened, Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors.
The man was sadly never found or identified. Make sure you guys like and follow for more videos like this.
Take a close look at all the people in this picture. Doesn't it look like one person doesn't really belong? That's because when taking this class photo at El Paso High School in 1985, this girl right in the middle wasn't there. So let's talk about this photo and about the haunted El Paso High School. So El Paso High School is probably one of the most haunted places in Texas, and that's because it has a really weird backstory. This high school's basement was once used as a morgue for the Spanish flu and both world wars. What's even stranger is that in 2000, people found walled-off classrooms that were like a picture in time. No one knows why they were walled off, but it seemed like they left them in a hurry. And to this day, faculty have experienced some strange things. Starting, of course, with the girl in the picture, who people said was not there when they took the picture. There's also a picture of the school the year it was built where there's a woman in white and people said she wasn't there either. Also in 2015, the silhouette of this same girl was captured in a picture. Stay tuned for more. Let's talk a little bit more about the haunted El Paso High School and who this ghostly figure might be. So as I said in the first video, when taking this original picture, that girl in white wasn't there. So could she be the ghost of a victim of the Spanish flu or a previous student? There is a story that in the 70s a girl did jump off the roof of the school, and some believe that could be her. Faculty of the school have also claimed to see her running around the hallways. One particular person said that he saw her when he thought he was alone at night. He approached her and she disappeared. And the hall leading up to the balcony where she jumped is said to be haunted. People have said that they see ghostly mists in the hallway, and also that the walls ooze green slime. But there's also other ghostly instances. The whole track team and the coach was at the high school one night when they heard a ghost rally. They said late at night they could hear people cheering at the gym, and when they got close to it, it just went silent. The doors were locked and nobody was actually there. So what do you think about the girl in the picture?
Creatures caught on camera, real or fake? Many of you in the cryptid community might be familiar with this photograph. Supposedly taken by a family on the runaway of a vehicle, this dogman creature was chasing them at night, found by a police officer on the victim's SD card. While there have been supposed werewolf and dogman sightings dating all the way back to the late 1800s in Michigan and Wisconsin and all around the Great Lakes area, I seriously doubt the authenticity of this photograph. In 2018, a Reddit post made a very interesting discovery, taking this wolf picture from a museum exhibit and superimposing it on top of this image. Pretty soon we see a very uncanny transformation. I'm not saying that this was the exact photograph used for this on-away dogman altered digitally. The resemblance is very strange, if you see what I'm saying. Is this real or is it fake? I'll let you decide. Hit the plus sign for part 2.
These are the most scariest kids to ever live, part 4. This is Joshua Phillips, and when he was 14 years old, he was playing with a baseball bat at his house in Jacksonville, Florida, when he hit 8-year-old girl Maddie Clifton right in her eye, causing it to bleed. Joshua immediately panicked because he knew his abusive father was going to be mad at him. So Joshua strangled Maddie with a phone cord and stabbed her 11 times. He then hid her body inside of his bed, and a week later, his mother found the girl's body. Joshua was then found guilty of first-degree murder and was sentenced to life without possibility of parole.